Hey Bristow, what I'm going to show you is the beginning stages of how we're going to make an Islamic tile design that uses radial balance. And to begin this project, we had started talking about it before we left, but we need a square piece of paper. So I'm starting with a rectangle piece of paper. It's just flimsy copy paper. Now, some of you had said that you might not have copy paper. If that happens, I would take a cereal box and open this up and cut this out so I have a piece of paper. Perhaps you have old receipts at home, an old birthday card, but find a surface to draw on. We're gonna try to make a perfect square. So to do that, I have my copy paper in front of me horizontally. And I'm gonna take the corner that is the bottom right for me. And I'm going to put that folded over to the top, and I want to marry it with the top of the paper so that it's parallel. And I'm going to crease this paper. Now I have this extra flap that I no longer need. I'm going to fold this so I don't see that flap. I just have a rather large triangle shape. Now, if you have scissors, you can just cut this off. If you don't have scissors, you can just fold it one way, flip it the other way, and you should have a perfect square if you lined it up when you were folding. So even if you don't have scissors, here you go. So that is stage one, first preparing your paper into a square format. Thank you to Mr. Kaminsky, who is videotaping. Now that you have your perfect square with the diagonal fold, we need to divide it into even spaces. So we have the diagonal going one direction. We're going to fold this another direction. So we create a big X fold on our paper. So we have the X. Now we want to do what's called a hamburger fold from bottom to top. And then we want to do a fold from left to right, which we called a hot dog fold. You want to have really nice creases. So in order to achieve that, once you have the 4 cubes that are divided with a diagonal, you can kind of flip your paper over and just make sure each fold is crisp. Our next step is to label each triangle with a number. I did mine dark so that you could see the order, but you want to do this really light. Eventually, you're going to erase these numbers. They won't be part of your radial design. So I put a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So label yours nice and light with a pencil. So now you have drawn a really simple design in triangle 1. And you're using your pencil rather dark because you want to have enough pencil on this triangle so we can transfer it over. So what happens is I need to fold my paper so triangle 1 is on top of triangle 2. And I'm doing that. I am going to use the back of a Sharpie to press down so that some of that pencil pushes. It's not a perfect thing, but enough pencil should push down so that it's a guide for you to trace. So can you see that? So now what happens is I'm going to retrace this design nice and dark with my pencil. Remember, you want to put enough lead of the pencil, or graphite rather, so that it can push down to the next triangle. So here is this. So now triangle 2 needs to go on top of triangle 3. And I'm going to, again, push down with my Sharpie. Now, if you're finding that this system isn't working, there is an alternative. Okay, that one came out fair. Enough so I can see. But what I could do if you feel like those results aren't working is I could come over to a window, follow me, and I could trace the back with the pencil And that might help a little bit more for the design to transfer, okay? So it's pushing down there. Thanks. All right, artists, we're going to continue that process. So I have the design on triangle 3. So now I'm going to fold it over so I can get the design onto triangle 4. 4 is gonna go to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and so on. And like I said, it's trial and error. You're trying to get it to look exact, or given our circumstances, very similar, right? If you have that tracing paper that some of you left school with, that's the dog, Marshall, shh. You can use that. So now 3 is on 4, and that is my younger son, Quade. 3 goes to 4. 4 is now gonna go to 5. So thank you for being so flexible with all of the noises. I really do miss you, and working this way is a challenge, but you know what? Artists like challenges, and artists are problem solvers. So if this system isn't working for you, shoot me an email and we're gonna figure it out together. But I've tried it a few times, so it should work for you. Okay. Eventually you get to a place where your design has transferred to each triangle. This was the pencil format. When you get to this final stage, you can trace it with marker, black pen, whatever you have available. At this point, it should be open choice for you to add either hot colors or cold colors, or you could just add textures with pencil and marker. But I'm hoping that you are satisfied with the level of energy you put into your project and happy with your results.